Welcome back to Basic General Knowledge. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of extinct reptiles, something that never fails to amaze me.
Hey Beta, I've always wondered, what would you say is the most iconic extinct reptile of all time?
Oh, that's an easy one. The Tyrannosaurus rex definitely takes that crown. Just imagine this massive carnivore standing about 40 feet long, with those tiny arms but incredibly powerful jaws. It was basically the king of the Cretaceous period.
Interesting. And when exactly did these incredible creatures roam the Earth?
Well, dinosaurs existed during what we call the Mesozoic era, which was roughly 245 to 66 million years ago. But you know what's really mind-blowing? The largest dinosaur wasn't actually the T-Rex.
Really, what was it then?
The Argentinosaurus. This massive herbivore was about 115 feet long and weighed around 80 to 100 tons. That's like having 12 African elephants all rolled into one.
Wow, that's incredible. But not all extinct reptiles were land dwellers, right?
Exactly. Take the Mosasaurus, for example. This massive marine predator dominated the prehistoric oceans during the Cretaceous period. Think of it as the ancient equivalent of a killer whale, but much, much bigger.
And what about the ones that ruled the skies?
Ah, you're thinking of creatures like the Pteranodon and Quetzalcoatlus. The Quetzalcoatlus was actually the largest flying animal ever known, with a wingspan of up to 36 feet.
That's fascinating. What about those dinosaurs with the distinctive features, like the ones with the spikes and plates?
Oh, you mean dinosaurs like the Stegosaurus and Ankylosaurus? The Stegosaurus had those amazing rows of plates along its back, while the Ankylosaurus was like a living tank with armor plating and a club-like tail.
And don't forget the Triceratops with its iconic frill and horns.
Absolutely. The Triceratops is one of the most recognizable dinosaurs, with that distinctive three-horned face and large protective frill. It actually used these features for both defense and, scientists believe, for display during mating rituals.
I've always been curious about their diets. Were they all meat eaters like the T-Rex?
Not at all. While some, like the Velociraptor and T-Rex, were fierce carnivores, many others were herbivores. The Brachiosaurus, with its long neck, was perfectly adapted to reach high tree branches to feed on plants.
And speaking of marine reptiles, wasn't there one with an incredibly long neck?
Yes, the Plesiosaurus. It had this incredibly long neck that made it look almost like an ancient version of the Loch Ness Monster. It used its neck to sneak up on fish and other prey in shallow waters.
That's amazing how diverse these creatures were. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Just that it's incredible to think about how these magnificent creatures once ruled our planet for millions of years. Each one was perfectly adapted to its environment, whether it was land, sea, or air.
Thanks for sharing all this fascinating information. Please follow for more interesting general knowledge videos.